All right, just about set to go. And taking the ball for the Mets, Jacob Lopez. What do we have on him?
Leading off for the Red
There's
Sox,
always a bit of a
the
learning
center
curve for
fielder,
rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Bader ranging back. Unbelievable! A home run! I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. Jarren Duran now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And a swing and a miss there.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Taylor Ward, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Swing and a foul out of play.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Outside with a breaking ball, Lopez, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Now one missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
1 strike.
Just off the inside edge. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. In the air, left side. Steer makes the grab, and that is that. Back here at Citi Field. And on the mound now, Michael King. What do we need to know here?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And that's a strikeout looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Tyler Soderstrom stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Red Sox already leading. Inside just missed. Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's way outside. And it's 3-2. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. Will Smith to the plate. Lewis zips it across, and they get the out on Smith. 2 down, bases empty. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Michael Busch. First pitch just misses. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 3-2.
Full count.
And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. Runner at first with 2 away. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Henderson sends it across to first, and Story is out. Back here in Queens, top of the second, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a miss, and that is strike one.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
On the ground, Story fires over to first. One out in the second. And next for the Red Sox, Jackson Holliday. And a strike. Clips the corner, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And stepping in for Boston, Jake McCarthy.
Number 31, Jake McCarthy.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Fastball for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Lewis off of first with 2 away. Next offering upstairs. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bader gets under it, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the Mets DH, Jonathan Aranda. And there's a foul ball. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. That clips the corner. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Liner to second, it picked on the hop. Throw to first, it's there, and that's a great play. And now Spencer Steer. Swinging a foul straight back. Check swing,
ball one.
No appeal. And now it's even 1-1.
That's ball two.
One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Brett Baty, the next to hit. Way inside.
That's a ball.
2 outs, bases empty. That one inside, and it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Tyler Stevenson. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one upstairs. Sneaks through, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hines has this one sized up. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Outside low, 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Duran in the box lays off for ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And the infield fly is called. Taylor Ward up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now the right fielder, Rhys Hines. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Back to the top of the Mets order. And now Bader up to the plate. Tied up here in the early going. Next pitch inside. 1-1.
Nope, that's foul.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging.
The first baseman, number 21.
Tyler Soderstrom up now for the Mets.
Soderstrom.
Outside with a breaking ball.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles. But you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the...
Rodriguez right there to make the grab. And that will end the inning. And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Henderson goes 6 feet 3 inches, 23 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2019. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. Hit on the ground to short. Story. The throw to first. And a couple of quick outs. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And that's too high.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
In the air, left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and stepping in for New York, Michael Busch. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that's a little bit high. Going to count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. That one just misses. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Check swing at the full count offering. Appeal to third. Nope, he held back.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Here's Trevor Story. And that one fouled off. And it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-1.
And that one handled. Acrobatic throw for one. Relay to first. Double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
And that's downstairs and outside.
For the runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And there's the automatic. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Brett Baty up now for the Mets. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That's in there. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Now 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
To the right side, and that's just foul. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
2 outs, bases full. Rhys Hines up now for the Mets. Throw over to Stevenson. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam. Back here at Citi Field, here's Royce Lewis. Lopez back to work. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Jake McCarthy will hit next. Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Waste no time there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
That one in the dirt. And that's ball 1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And downstairs.
1 strike.
And fouled off. Runner goes again. puts it in the air out towards left center. Squeezes it. Here's the throw. That's the third out. Bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Harrison Bader. Swings through that one.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. I'm exhausted from watching some of these at-bats. Lots of full counts and a ton of pitches with the starter still out there. They're taking up a lot of his energy.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Boog, I can't even keep track of how many full counts we've had in this one. I've messed up my scorebook because there have been so many, and you know my scorebook is a work of art.
2-2 now. Struck him out looking.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now here is Tyler Soderstrom. He's already homered here in this one.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 31, Sean Newcomb.
Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. The batter now will be Will Smith.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one is off the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Man on second, 2 down. This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
And the strategy of winning a ball game when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches.
Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. The tag, and they got him. And that'll do. Back here in Queens, all set for the top of the 6th. Now here's the
Julio
Jimmy Herget on a pitch out of the pen here.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 44.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2 is the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now batting Jarren Duran. And a foul ball. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Smith collects, fires to first, out on the drop third strike, 2 gone. Taylor Ward up next for the Red Sox.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slider misses outside. Right side, Sogard. Third out.
He's out.
And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Trevor Story. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And a sac bunt here. Out on the sac bunt.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
Steer up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the sixth.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit?
And that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Save. He beats it.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
On the ground to the left, Lewis tags the runner for one, and no throw. He's into first easily. Now it's the right fielder, Rhys Hines. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Now he breaks his bat. Holiday settles under it and makes the catch. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Gunnar Henderson. That's off the mark. 1-0.
1-0.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pick.
In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Francisco Alvarez up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss, strike one. Herget, 31 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 1-2. And that's outside. Takes it in for the out. So stepping in for Boston, Jackson Holiday. Foul ball there.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That's off the inside corner. And the count even 1-1. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Everything came together for him. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Lewis at the plate and takes high there.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
And another ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap.
Well, that's a strikeout. And back here at Citi Field, here's the center fielder, Harrison Bader. And out number 1 on the grab. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. Swings through that one for strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's outside. And it's 1-1. And there's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double. One out, runner at second. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Brad.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Soderstrom over at second, one down. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. That one missed. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And there's a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now it's going to be Nick Sogard. That's outside. And that is ball one. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One out and a runner at second. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. And now Trevor Story. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Outside.
Nope, outside.
And now it's even 1-1. Two outs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he grounds one back up the middle, and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. So 2 down. Jonathan Aranda up now for the Mets. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. It's Ian Hamilton on to pitch here.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 71.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, the first baseman,
Tyler Stevenson up next for the Red Sox. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensive.
Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw safe.
Ball, that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And a breaking ball misses outside. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
That one outside. 1-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And there's one down. And next for the Red Sox, Jaron.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 37.
And that one fouled off. Stevenson over at first with one away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Trying to move him over here. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Ward stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Runner at second, two down. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field, and that's the third out. Back here in Queens, here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Ball one there. And that's off the outside edge. Now 2-0. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Foul ball. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Alvarez down to first with it. Got him. One away on the strikeout. So up next, Brett Baty.
Number 1, Yuki Matsui.
Check swing he held up, and it's 1-0.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
That's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle.
Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. Man at first, one away. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. So here's Bader now. Fought off foul. That's a hit. Duran quickly gets it back in. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded. Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate.
Number 22.
It may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Outside, that's a
And
ball.
fastball misses outside for a ball. Ball one. Fouled off. He was late, Miller. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And that's down and away.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Here's the catcher, Will Smith. And ball
Inside,
one.
ball one.
Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot.
One ball, one
and a
strike.
knock here would be a big blow.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun.
2 strike.
Next
No, that's
offering
low.
is down low. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. We go to the ninth. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. First pitch, and he just misses. Fouled off left side. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Up the middle, Story gets it to first. Now one gone in the ninth. These two outs.
Now pitching for the New York Mets,
Outside low,
29.
and that's ball one.
Yariel Rodriguez.
Popped up right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. So they're down to their final out. And stepping in for Boston, Jackson Holliday. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1's the count.
They're down to their final strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
One strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.